UEFA Women Champions League Showdown. Arsenal FC vs Lyonnes FC. This evening, the new UEFA Women's Champions League format began with one of its most anticipated fixtures, the defending champions Arsenal hosting Lyonnes, 8-time European powerhouses. Tonight, more than 3 points are at stake: pride, momentum, and the statement of intent. But this encounter would not unfold in the way the hosts had hoped. This season, the Women's Champions League has been revamped. Gone are the small group mini-tournaments. Instead, 18 teams now compete in a league-style main phase, with 6 matches each, and only the top 4 earning direct passage to the quarterfinals. Arsenal come in as reigning champions, a club riding high on confidence. Yet off the pitch, question marks lingered. Injuries, missing senior figures, defensive stability, and the challenge of balancing domestic form with European ambition. Lyon, meanwhile, needed no introduction. A legendary club in women's European football, their pedigree speaks for itself. They entered prepared, composed, and dangerous. First half, Arsenal's bright start, then the slide. The match began with promise for Arsenal. In the early phases, they looked sharp, pushing Lyon in unsettled moments. And in just the 10th minute, Alessia Russo capitalized on a feed from Beth Mead to give the Gunners the lead, 1-0. Seemed a perfect opening. But within a blink, the narrative shifted. Around the 25th minute, Lyon found their equalizer. A defensive mishap from Arsenal's backline, including a poor pass by goalkeeper Daphne van Domselaar, allowed Melchi Dumernay to pounce. Then, mere minutes later, Dumernay struck again. Exploiting another Arsenal error in defense, she turned the match on its head. Lyon 2, Arsenal 1. The home side's confidence wavered. Their defensive structure cracked, and Lyon's composure took over. Second half, resilient Arsenal but no breakthrough. In the second half, Arsenal pressed. They sought the equalizer. Substitutions, tactical tweaks, pressure on Lyon's backline, all intended to change the flow. They had their chances. Mariona Coldanti came close. Her shot was tipped over by the Lyon goalkeeper. But they could not find a way past. Meanwhile, Lyon absorbed the pressure, managed possession, and threatened on the break. The French side's depth and organization at this level showed. In the end, the score would stay Lyon 2, Arsenal 1. A stinging result for the holders on their European return. Key themes and turning points. This match revealed much more than just a result. 1. Defensive frailty and errors. Arsenal's back line, already missing key figures, showed cracks. The 2 goals conceded came directly from misplaced passes and breakdowns in defense. 2. Lyon's clinical edge. Melchi Dumernay's brace was the difference. She capitalized when chances came, the mark of experienced finishing. 3. Psychological momentum shift. After conceding the equalizer, Arsenal seemed unsettled. Lyon rode the momentum into the second. 4. The new format adds pressure. With only top spots guaranteeing quarter-final spots, each match carries more weight than before. Post-match reactions and looking ahead. After the match, Arsenal captain Kim Little spoke candidly, acknowledging the mistakes, but emphasizing resilience and the need to learn quickly. Lyon 2 were measured in celebration. Their focus remains long-term. Consistent performance across 6 group matches, maintaining momentum, and lining up their own push for the title. For Arsenal, reconstruction begins now. They must shore up their defense, manage squad rotation, and recapture the composure that made them champions last season. In this new Champions League era, early stumbles can be costly, but they are not final. One match may define a week, but the road ahead is still long. Closing. Arsenal vs Lyon offered drama, shifting momentum, and a clear reminder. In Europe's elite, margins are thin, mistakes are magnified, and tactical discipline rules. For Lyon, it's a perfect start. For Arsenal, a wake-up call. But this is just round 1 in a demanding European marathon. Will the Gunners respond? Will Lyon maintain their dominance? Stay tuned, because in the Women's Champions League, every match is a chapter in a story still being written. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next match preview and post-match analysis. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Discovery Learning Hub.